This is the NNormal Kboix, Kilian Jornet's new modular multi-sport prototype shoe. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. This is kind of a new idea, I think, on the trail running scene to have a modular shoe. I've seen this before on mountaineering boots or even basketball shoes, but I never saw it in a trail running environment. So it is pretty exciting to see how this shoe is gonna perform. But today this is a first look video. I'm gonna talk more about the shoe and the midsole and not about the performance of the shoe. I'm planning to shoot another video after I test this shoe for a longer period of time. Before we start, just a disclosure: NNormal sent the Kboix for testing purposes with no additional payment or compensation. These are gonna be all my honest thoughts about the shoe, so take it as they are. All right, let's dive into it. So what are modular shoes? Modular shoes basically shoes which comes with different interchangeable parts, just like a mountaineering double boot, for example. How the name says it, it's a double boot, which means you have the outer shell of the boots and then you have the insulated part of the boots. Now the same with the Kboix. The Kboix comes with an outer part, right? But this is different than the mountaineering boots because here you actually have the upper and then you have the sole, but nothing inside. So basically the shoe is very flexible. It's just a super flexible shoe which can adapt. Really amazing, right? And then you have the midsole. Now when you put the midsole in the shoe, it becomes the actual trail running hiking shoe. It's gonna look like this. It's very different. Now you have the midsole inside and the outer outside. Super cool, right? The Kboix comes with 3 different midsoles, all for different kind of situations while running or hiking, right? But before we get to the midsoles, let's talk about the upper of the shoe. NNormal has chosen a very robust upper material from a French company, the highly breathable and durable Matrix Jacquard upper, which is woven from individually coated polyamide and Kevlar yarns. So basically what that means that this upper is super rugged, durable, abrasion resistant. It's basically a bulletproof upper material. To make the shoe even stronger, they added in the front a really nice and durable toe protection. That's really important when you are trail running or hiking, because a lot of times if you don't lift your legs, you might kick in some rocks, believe me. This is really adding a protection to the shoe and makes the shoe more durable too. Now moving higher on top of the upper, we'll have a very thin suede tongue, and then we have anti-slip shoelaces, which are key to trail running or hiking shoes. Another way that NNormal makes sure that the Kboix stays durable is adding 360 stitching all around the shoe. They use this in Tomir 1, the Tomir 2, but here the Kboix actually has double stitching, so even more durable. So now that we've seen that the upper is made very durable, long lasting, NNormal had to make sure that the sole is gonna be long lasting, durable too, right? So they partnered with Vibram, a sole specialist, and they chose the Vibram Mega Grip Light Base sole. Super grippy, but at the same time it's lighter more than 30% than the regular Vibram soles, which is great. It has the same pattern, same sole as the Chirac, which means it's gonna be really good. Another advantage partnering with Vibram, that it allows the sole to be resoled and repaired, which is great. That's what we want from a modular shoe, right? So this is how the midsole of the Kboix looks like. We have 3 of them. We have the KB1, KB2, KB3. KB1 is the soft, KB2 is the reactive, and KB3 is the bouncy one. Now they all have different properties and they all fit in the shoe just perfectly. Actually, changing the midsole is really not as hard. I changed it already a lot of times, but even in the first time, it didn't take me more than maybe 1 to 2 minutes to change the midsole, take out one, put the other one in, and surprisingly, it stays really nice in. Like, yeah, this needed a lot of planning, but I'm very surprised how nicely it stays in. It doesn't feel like it's a modular shoe. It just feels like a normal shoe. As I mentioned before, there are 3 different midsoles. The KB one, the soft one, is basically made of EVA supercritical foam with EX Pure technology, which is more suited for easy training runs, longer runs, even on the road. Actually works pretty well. Now the KB2, the reactive, it's actually where you want to run faster, maybe you want to go on a race, you want to feel comfortable, but at the same time you want to feel the ground. This is perfect, and this is a TPU supercritical foam. So this is a little bit firmer, but at the same time you can run with more power. KB3 is the bounce one. The bounce one is basically, how they say, run boosted, run cushion, run with rebound. This one is made more for long distance running and is made of PEBA critical foam. This is basically when you want to have a very reactive midsole that it feels still soft. I was curious to see how heavy is this shoe because it felt pretty light. Then I measured it, just the outer shell and just the midsole, and then the one together. The outer shell is 226 grams or 8 ounces, and the midsole is 78 grams, is 2.8 ounces. Total weight is about 304 grams, 10.7 ounce for the US size 9.5. So this is basically the first look of the Kboix. It looks like a very exciting shoe. I was already running with the different midsoles certain miles, and you can tell it's 3 very different midsoles. It feels like you are wearing 3 different shoes. I really love the reactive one for now because I like to feel the ground on technical terrain but still feel soft. The soft one is just very soft. I was even running on the streets with them and it felt like I'm wearing like kind of regular running shoes. The bouncy one is probably my least favorite as of now, but yeah, I have to test them for a longer period of time and then I tell you guys more about the testing and all the other things it can come up on the way. Let me know if you have any questions about the Kboix Prototype. I will try to answer as much as I can, and if not, I might be able to just ask the NNormal team and then they probably don't mind answering any of your questions. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Aloha.